Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam, ala rasulillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, I live in a non-Muslim country. My country is Scotland. And the Muslim community here, especially where I am, is quite big. It's quite large. There's a lot of people and a lot of great people doing great things, right? We have a lot of reverts here. In fact, there's a lot of people becoming Muslim. And as a revert myself, I take it very seriously that people need help, people need support. Like, there's a lot that goes into supporting reverts, and there's such a massive need for it because there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to know. Social media is fantastic in terms of being able to reach knowledge, but at the same time, there's so much people have to filter through now, so much opinion, so much nonsense, so much, misinformation, that they really need credible teachers to teach them and mentor them. Now, easier said than done, right? Because do we ever feel credible enough to call ourselves credible teachers? Probably not. And if we do, then if you do get a teacher overly talking about themselves, then there's probably an issue there as well. The point I'm making though is that we don't need anything else to make it more difficult. I had a situation recently where I don't want to get into it too much because it's really not worth the energy, and you just don't know what's going on in terms of people's intentions. They might be good intentions, but what they're doing is just not wise calls. But basically, there was a sister who was speaking about how she was struggling with fundamental practices, and a sister I know was sharing a learning opportunity, let's say, help in this area. And this was in a group setting, and the founders of the group were sort of retracting that information and penalising the sister, let's just say, for sharing that information. Now, the thing is, there might be good intentions. They might just be trying to protect the sanctity of the group, and maybe that learning opportunity was unknown to them. Okay, that's us assuming the best. But it's not the first time, though, that I have seen groups gatekeep information because they want to remain the source of knowledge for the people that they have influence over. Now, I think that's fine if you're providing said knowledge. When you're not providing said knowledge, and when you're stopping reverts from accessing it just because maybe you're not associated with their organisation, etc., stuff like this I cannot stand. It's not about the organisation, it's about the support that the reverts need. And if that is within your organisation, then fantastic. Like, I'm all for it. But to cut off a source of learning and a potential source of support, you have to be ready to provide that for them, unless it's like clear-cut misguidance. But when it's not, when it's credible stuff and you're cutting it off purely because they're not working under your organisation, like, this stuff is trying to find the compassion in it. I'm trying to find that recognition, the support and the learning being above any sort of organisation or affiliation. Like, the Muslim community should absolutely care for the support that reverts are getting. Now, not everyone can play a physical part in that, not everyone can teach, I get it, people have responsibilities, and the Muslim community is also bigger than the revert Muslim community. Like, the Muslim community are in great need generally, it's not just about the reverts, so I totally get all that stuff. But it just seems that sometimes I'm coming across unnecessary politics and shabby behaviour because people are so consumed with what it is that they represent, what organisation they stand for, and all this stuff. Like, at some point you have to see the humans behind. Like, where's the humanity in it all, is what I'm saying. Like, nobody has the right to gatekeep knowledge. Nobody has the right to do it. I'm sorry, no. We need to do better. We need to do better. This sort of stuff is unacceptable, and really can have such a negative impact in the growth of the revert community. It could be detrimental, because what commonly happens is a lot of reverts get information from people that don't really or haven't really formally studied Islam, so a lot of the daily to-dos are made a lot more difficult because of misconceptions they might know, like for example misconceptions they might know about prayer or wudu. Like they won't know in certain situations you can do wudu like this or blah blah blah, and all of this stuff matters because Allah has made it so that the deen is easy when it comes to practice. Allah has made it so, alhamdulillah. This is the sort of information that reverts need in order to properly develop their practice and see the logic and the benefit, the barakah in proper practice from proper knowledge. Like that's what reverts need, that's what Muslims need. They need to understand their deen properly so that the practice is as easy as it's meant to be. May Allah guide us and make us better. Ameen.